Hello everyone, welcome back to Dilton's Tech Blog. And in this video, we are going to see the KNX topology. I know that in my previous video, before I was ending it, I mentioned that we'll be seeing how to add the devices into the project, right? But here, before adding the devices to the project, we need to actually understand how the devices will be connected with the physical KNX TP medium, that is the KNX cable, the green colored cable that everyone knows, right? So to understand how these devices are connected in the bus, we need to understand how a topology is made. So for that, we will use some materials. This is going to be a bit theoretical for some time, but this is a very necessary part of the KNX system that you need to understand. So let's get to it. So let me open the documentation. So I'm using the official documentation of the KNX training. Okay. So we need to talk about the KNX topology and how a KNX line is formed. Okay. So for any typical KNX topology, you will have a few things like there will be a power supply as usual. There will be also like line couplers in certain cases. There'll be also sometimes line repeaters. So we'll talk about what these are, and we'll also talk about the theoretical maximum of the lines architecture. Okay, so let's talk about the KNX topology. So KNX topology. So the basic overview of the KNX topology is very simple, very simple. So you need to only understand three things. So there's a backbone line. So the backbone, okay, we call it as the backbone. So then we have the main lines, okay, main line, and we have the line, okay. So in every line you can have up to 255 devices, that is 0 to 255, that is 256 devices, okay, 256 devices, okay. So in every line, as I said, you can have 0 to 255 devices, in which the 0th device or the XXX is always a line coupler. So why do we need a line coupler? A line coupler is required to connect one line with another line. One line with another line. So if you are using a very simple project where there is no need of a secondary line or only one line is required, in that scenario, you don't need the line coupler. So we will not use this address. XX0 is something that we will not use. Okay. So how come or what forms a line? So we need to understand first of all what forms a line. So let me show here. So the minimum or a smallest unit in a KNX topology or a TP topology is something called as a line segment. Line segment. So what is a line segment? A line segment is nothing but a power supply. So KNX. So you remember the power supply I showed you in the first video. So the power supply and a bunch of devices So it could be just one device, it could be 10 device, it could be 50 device, it could be 256 devices including the line coupler. So a line segment is the smallest unit of a KNX TP topology. Okay, so as I was explaining previously, you can clearly see that it's mentioned maximum 256 devices per line. Devices communicate via telegrams. Each line segment requires its own power supply. So whenever a new line segment is created with the help of a line coupler or with the help of a line repeater, a power supply is required. This is mandatory. This is mandatory. Okay. And the total number of devices in a line, I told that it's 0 to 255. So it's a total of 256 devices. But there is another factor that influences this total number of devices. So that is the capacity of the power supply. So let's say you only have a 320 milliampere power supply and each of your devices is using approximately 10 milliampere. That means this particular power supply, which has a 320 milliampere capacity, can only support up to, let's say, 34 or let's say 32 devices maximum. So to be on the safer side, let's say we have only 25 devices, so 250 milliampere, so 25 devices maximum. So to have a large number of devices in the same line, it's better to have a bigger power supply, or we can have the power supply distributed in the same line. So there could be one power supply, 320 milliampere powering like 20 devices. Then after the 20 devices, you can have another 320 milliampere power supply in the same line, extending the power supply with a few more devices. Okay, but normally we don't prefer to do that because having multiple power supplies in the same network causes some problems. But as per the KNX device topology, it is doable. You don't have to worry about having two power supplies in the same line. Okay, let's keep it at that. Okay, so what are the cable structures allowed? So you can see here from a power supply, the connections are going like all over the place. So you can see there is a bus connection going to this device, and this device and this device. But again, from that point, it's again split into two, split into three. So uh, KNX can have a mixed topology. Mixed topology meaning that you can have like um, everything in a daisy chain, okay, or it goes to one device, and from that device it can split into three devices. So for example, let me give you a good example on that. So let's say I have the power supply, okay, power supply. Then from the power supply, I can have from the power supply I can have like device number one, device number two, device number three, four. Okay, so let's say I have one box here, one box here, one box here, and one box here. So this is, let's say, these are all my devices, and from this one device I can have, let's say this is the devices. Okay, from here I can, from here I can have three more devices. So the maximum is three devices from one device. So again, that third device, three devices can again split into three. So it can grow exponentially. It can grow exponentially. Okay, so there is nothing stopping you. So the only thing that you should not do is you have a device here, and this device should not come back here. That's the only thing you should not do. Okay, so a loop is not allowed in KNX. So all the devices have to be ended there. All the devices have to be ended there. So this is how a line segment is created. This is how a line segment is created. So the next video we will see how a line, multiple lines are created. The next video we will see how multiple lines will be created. Thank you.